This is how I became a believer in voodoo. My grandparents moved here from Benin, West Africa. They always had one thing they always told me: never mess with what you don't understand. Growing up in Chicago, I rolled my eyes, dismissing their tales of spirits and curses as folklore to scare kids from wandering jungles or trusting strangers. Just woo-woo nonsense, I thought. But that all changed when I booked a trip to Benin in the summer of 2019, craving a connection to my roots, the cousins and family I'd only heard about in stories. I landed in Cotonou, buzzing with excitement to meet my extended family. The air was heavy, humid, alive with market chatter and distant drums. At a family gathering in Porto Novo, I met her, Ajoa, a cousin's friend, maybe 25, with a smile that hooked me instantly. She was quiet, her eyes sharp and knowing, moving with a grace that felt almost otherworldly. We talked for hours, her voice soft but magnetic, pulling me in. I couldn't explain it. I was obsessed. Every laugh, every glance felt like it rewired my brain. What was meant to be a 3-week trip stretched into 2 months. I quit my job back home, a data analyst gig I'd worked years to land, without a second thought. I told myself I was chasing family, culture, but it was her. Ajoa was strange. She'd vanish for hours, reappearing without explanation, always wearing a thin bracelet of woven herbs that smelled faintly of earth and ash. She'd ask me odd questions, about my dreams, my fears, my bloodline. I brushed it off, too smitten to care. My cousins noticed, though. They'd catch me staring at her, neglecting family dinners to follow her to markets or quiet shrines. "You're not yourself, Kofi," my cousin Essie said, frowning. I laughed, said I was just in love. 2 months in, I was a shadow of myself, skinnier, distracted, living for Ajoa's next word. My aunts and uncles, my grandparents' kids, pulled me aside one night. "She's got you under a spell," Uncle Tunde said, his voice low, serious. I scoffed, but they weren't joking. They pointed to the bracelet she'd given me, identical to hers, hidden under my sleeve. "It's juju," Aunt Mawa said. "Love magic, strong and old. She's tied your will to hers." They'd seen it in my eyes, my blind devotion, the way I'd abandoned my life for a stranger. Ajoa wasn't just a girl. She was a practitioner, weaving spells for reasons they couldn't guess. Maybe power, maybe something darker. They took me to a local priest, a wiry man with beads in his hair. He burned the bracelet, chanted over me, poured bitter herbs down my throat. It felt like waking from a dream. My obsession with Ajoa dissolved, leaving a hollow ache. I saw her one last time, at a market, her eyes cold now, no smile. She turned and vanished into the crowd. I flew home the next day, shaken, my suitcase stuffed with family photos but my head full of questions. Back in Chicago, I'm a believer now. The wilderness, the strangers, the things my grandparents warned about, they're real. I don't mess with what I don't understand anymore. Sometimes, I still dream of Ajoa's voice, soft and pulling. Benin gave me my roots, but it also showed me the shadows they grow in.